Picture. This is Tovar here. I am bringing you your weekly announcements for the week of October 5th, 2020. So I want to start our announcements with the birthdays for this week. We have Mark C. in 4th grade, who's got a birthday on the 5th, so today, happy birthday! On the 7th, we have 2 birthdays. We have Joel M. in 7th grade, and then we have Yanexa G. in 8th grade. So happy birthday, guys. And then on the 8th, we have Cameron D. in 3rd grade. So happy birthday, Cameron. And then we have 2 birthdays on October 11th, and that is Jennifer C. in 12th grade and Jeremiah C. in 12th grade. So have a great birthday, guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. We actually have no staff birthdays for this week. We had one on Saturday, Mrs. Howard's, and then we have one coming up on Monday the following week for Miss Connor, but none this week. So announcements for this week. I want to continue to remind you that you can get meals between the hours of 10 a.m. and 1 p.m. at the sites. You just come by and pick them up. You can pick them up for Monday through Tuesday and then Wednesday through Friday. And you don't have to be present like students don't. You can just give your name and age, and then you got your meals. The second announcement is that we've got our first week of testing done. So now our second week of testing is coming up. So you guys worked hard, got your math test done, got your language test done, or if you haven't already, you got part of it done. So just keep on going, show us what you know, that's all we can ask of you. So thank you, Panthers, for all your hard work, and thank you, teachers, for getting that going. And we have a wonderful tech team that helped to get computers and all the things we needed to make this a successful first week. And so thank you, thank you, thank you. And yay for week 2. We've got a reading test to do, and then we're done for right now. So that is wonderful. So thank you all for everything you've done to make this test go smoothly, and that's all we can ask. So thank you. All right, it is time for shout outs, my favorite part. Quick start to this. Mrs. Dehart wanted to shout out some of her students that have no missing work. That's awesome. So that is Viviana and Kira and Destiny and Layla and Alex. So congratulations, guys. That is wonderful. All your work turned in. Fantastic. And Mr. Tarbell wanted to shout out everybody who has made it through this week and is standing tall, finished our first week of testing. So everybody did a fantastic job. Thank you, and thank you, Mr. Tarbell, for shouting everybody out for their jobs well done. Miss Avina also wants to shout out Miss Burial because she made a wonderful slide deck for everybody to use for testing, and it was a cool one with little monsters, and it made it easy for us to understand the process of getting the test done. So thank you, Miss Burial, for sharing with everybody, and for Miss Avina for the shout out. And Dr. Anderson wanted to shout out, we've got a new elementary teacher in our student services office, Mrs. Adams. So welcome, Miss Adams. Some of you will get to see her. Some of you might have already seen her, but welcome to Big Picture. And we have a shout out from Miss Island, who wants to shout out Mrs. Healy for all of her testing coordination that she has done. She said shout out to all the students too for doing their best with testing. So thank you everyone who was a part of that. And Miss Marshall said that the 3rd grade Soaring Scholars are doing awesome on their testing. She said thank you for your awesomeness, scholars. So yay to 3rd grade. And then Mr. Shankles has 2 announcements, well, 2 shout outs. He wanted to shout out Mr. Moore because Mr. Moore is volunteering his free time to be an induction coach to Mr. Shankles and Miss Hendricks. And he said he's doing a great job at it. Thank you, Mr. Moore. And then he also wants to shout out to one of his standout students, Mr. Jonathan Martinez, who's been, he said during testing this week, was early to class every day, who was quick to log on to the tests, and who was very prompt at communicating with him. And he said overall, he has just been an outstanding student. So shout out to Jonathan. All right. Last thing on the list, Zoom expectations. So you have the same school-wide Zoom expectations every week. I'm just reminding you. The first one is to be engaged and to be prepared. So make sure that you are participating in any way that you can. If your screen works and you can show yourself, please, and participate so we can see your lovely faces. If you've got a mic and that works, use your mic so we can hear your voice and you can participate. If none of those work and you can chat, then type in the chat so your teacher knows that you're there and you're participating. We love to see you because this is the only way we can right now. So be present and be prepared for us, and we will be there for you. Second Zoom expectation is to be dressed appropriately. Come wearing clothes that you could wear to school. That way it's not too distracting and that people can focus during your class times. And then number 3, clear out any distractions. If there are things in your background or things in front of you that are taking away your attention from what your teacher's trying to show you, then try to move those out of the way or find another spot that would work for you. So clearing out any distractions. That could be food, that could be cell phones, that could be TV, shut them off, or whatever you have to do. It could be little siblings and maybe there's a better spot for you, but find what works for you and we're good to go. The fourth part would be whatever classroom Zoom rules you guys have created. So follow those and happy Zooming. So that is it. You can see a little Elvis probably staring at you in this video. But I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and we've got Red Ribbon Week coming up, so you'll hear a little bit more about that, and you might start to hear a little bit about a student store. So those are things that will be upcoming that you'll hear about. But have a great week, everybody, and remember, #BigPictureTogether. P.S. I forgot to say thank you to those who wore spirit wear this Friday. I had a long list of people that I gave points to on my leaderboards. So, real fast, those people are Mr. Blanc's advisory, Miss Wisnowski's class, Miss DeHart's class, Miss Lutz's class, Miss Petite's class, Miss Marshall's class, Miss Garcia's advisory, Miss Bispo's class, Miss Funk's class, Miss Serrato's class, which, by the way, only class I had 100%. I've never had that. So that might deserve a little something there. But everybody got a point. Mr. Moore's advisory, Mr. Morrow's class, Miss Duke's class, and Mr. Mayberry's advisory. So all of you guys got an extra point up here on your leaderboards. And kindergarten, woo! But that's my PS. So have a great week, guys.